Hey, what's going on, family? This is Remy Please of the Five Room Podcast. This is episode 39 for the year 2021. I want my fellas, Keys,
What's up?
Concourse P, C Mo,
You already know.
Lighthouse, and Sayao. Sayao is, he's doing this thing. He'll be back. But big day today. Today is Inauguration Day. Joe Biden is sworn in as the 46th president of the United States Incorporated. And what do y'all take from today's events?
I ain't really watched too much of it. I know I'm gonna see a lot of highlights. But from what I have seen, I mean, it just seems like it just seems like a lot of people they feel as though we're headed in a different direction, and we possibly could be. But as far as like it also wasn't as festive because of COVID, so it was like normally people going out to getting sloppy drunk or. You know what I'm saying? I was at these parties, inaugural balls and stuff like that. So there was none of that. So it just kind of seemed like a ceremony and that's it, But to a lot more, a lot of people,
it seems ceremonial, but yeah. I just like the forefront, the forward movement and the forward thinking that they presented.
Right.
That's what I took from it, and everybody was fresh today, very fresh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like a lot
Go ahead. Well, I'll be real short. The one thing I took from it that just off the visual, the optics, as people like to say, it was cool seeing Kamala come out there with her, her purple outfit on, and see her family. Just it was the black people in her family, and what I'm saying, just the diversity. I like it. It was nice that the power, bestowed on these minorities. It was kind of cool to see. So I did like that. I did like that part of it. But yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying it was a lot of emphasis on fashion today. Like that seemed like the most thing that was in social media. They were talking about the fashion. Ooh, girl, Michelle, kill it, girl. Ooh, yeah, Kamala, do your thing.
Got him, sis.
Yeah, right. Work. Thank you. All that. Or even they was highlighting old boy Jordans. Like, niggas ain't see Jordans on your timeline all fucking year, but this nigga got Dior junks on. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like it was a big highlight of this shit. Like, and this nigga is choking the shit out of them motherfucking shoes. I don't. them jumps are tied up like he's scared they was gonna run away from him.
Right
to the ankle.
Brother, right? Yeah. Like, he ready to hoop right now.
Yeah.
This I don't know who that is.
They said I think that's what they said.
Al, who's that, Al? I know
that is. I think that's her. I think that's Kamala's niece's husband. I think that's who.
Okay.
Yeah, I straight up thought that was.
You did have them Dior joints. I ain't mad at them.
And then Biden's
stepdaughter's husband, or stepdaughter's husband,
something like that.
And then Biden's granddaughter had the what them Jones, the women's. Yeah.
Hey, look, man, that's a lot of standing, man. I'm gonna have to be in some J's too, man. I'm like, I just go 4-5 hours. Come on, cuz.
Right. And then they go to like mass this morning. Like, don't they gotta do like they gotta do like a church service, right? In the morning, right?
Yeah.
So that is probably a lot. Sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up. So yeah, I can dig it.
Was that stepdaughter with Timothy Chalamet?
I know you talking about, but I don't think
was that fucking him.
That's not him. I know you talking about.
Oh God, I thought that was him. I'm about to say Jesus. He about to have a year.
And it's Chalamet, not Chalamet.
I always do that. It is Chalamet. Sorry, but you knew who I was talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
I do.
Yeah.
Simo, what you think? What's your outlook on the inauguration?
I just feel like it was a return to some, if you want to call it that, but return to some type of normalcy. You know, no crazy shit going on. Yeah, that's really the main thing I took out of it. Like, I was saying, there was some forward-looking statements. Basically, they were saying and trying to get back to some type of way of normalcy and get through the pandemic and all that stuff or whatever. A little bit of what we seen when Obama got elected. It was some hope, I suppose. You know what I'm saying? People seeing some hope out there.
Was it that normal though, Corey? When they had the fucking military posted up everywhere? Is it that normal?
I don't know.
I mean, besides that, I mean, you can't really. I mean, yeah, I would say that's normal after what happened the last week or whatever. But you know what I'm saying? It's just we're not hearing about it was a million, 2 million people at the inauguration. I had the biggest inauguration crowd size ever. You know, it's like, come on, we just doing the ceremony. We're gonna get to work tomorrow, or whatever. Well, he already got to work. I think he signed like 15 to 17 executive orders or something already. Yeah, so it felt like we're about to get down to business.
Are any of those of any importance? I feel like
I don't know which ones were signed. I don't know which ones were signed.
Well, they said like 9 of them were just retracting a lot of Trump old shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so like only 8 are like forward thinking, switching up shit, you know, for the future.
Yeah,
but those will come out in the next few days or next week or so.
Yeah, I expect them to hit the ground running. Real quick.
Yeah, he's just a blue collar, old school ass motherfucker. So I expect that too. And there was no tension. It was relaxed. Like you said, I mean, I guess it's festive now because of concert and all that. But it just seemed like like you said, a fashion show, runway. People just paying attention real quick, like a press release for real. That's it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just hope everybody is using all the same energy to, put the pressure on these motherfuckers moving forward. Because it seemed like people think like we in the clear, and we're definitely not in the clear as a people in this country. Yeah. So I hope people, use that same voting power that you think you had, and use that shit, and show up on their doorstep, all year, all term.
Right, you gotta hold them accountable. You got to.
Yeah.
I feel like there will be more accountability now. You've seen like the biggest voter turnout ever in history. Like even for the Bama that lost, he had 70 allegedly, but he had 74 fucking million people that voted for his ass, and he still lost. He had more votes than Obama had. Obama had record at one point in time. So it's like I feel like people will be held more accountable now. They have to deliver on some promises because at any point in time you can have someone like a populist like Trump come out this joint and get everybody motivated and whatever that shit just to go down and storm the Capitol. But he can get the thing about Trump that was good. He can get Bama's to come out and vote. So you know what I'm saying. I think now people will be held more accountable now that you got people coming out to actually show their ass to vote.
Yeah, but people gotta realize, like, that factor though. I think people just over the hatred of one man, they gonna let a lot of shit slide. Just because people have certain celebrities at your inauguration or they wearing J's and they dancing and they got HU band walking. You know what I mean? Like they put out all the bells and whistles, but are they really rocking like that on 24/7, 365? We'll see.
Right.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Because they didn't make it. I was gonna say they didn't
The
say
only thing I will
do
say,
that. What?
yeah, nah, because if a black woman is in charge, yeah, just think. I just think about like my mother and shit. Oh, shit's gonna be tight. It's gonna be tight around this motherfucker. Like shit about to change for real. So that's why I'm like, oh no, it's about to be alright. It's about to be alright. Yeah, it's about to be alright. It might be alright. Real talk.
Yeah.
Cause a black woman she want that structure, bro. If it ain't in line, it's gonna be a problem. That's how it's that simple. So we gonna see.
Yeah. Another thing, how they did Bernie so damn dirty with them damn memes today.
Why they have to do something like that?
Yeah, like why can't like the internet can't take shit serious, young.
Ever.
Like these motherfuckers don't waste no fucking time. They just be.
They was like ready, set, go.
Right, though.
It was like once they saw Bernie, they was they had.
Dog, did you see it? Did you?
All right.
Like, got him.
Did you see the joint where he was sitting like that with the cheerleader, with the cheerleaders in the stands and shit? The cheerleader. That's crazy. Leave that man alone. Hey, the Metro joint, that's the joint. That's the yellow line right there. That's yellow line.
Oh shit! I didn't see the red table jump.
Mediator and shit.
Hey, they foul. They foul. Hey, he was bundled though. He was bundled.
Hey, that man was cold. That man was those some old bones. That man was cold.
That joint, y'all didn't see the joint. It's, at the top, it said this could have been an email with him sitting there.
Oh yeah. They could have email like shit.
Got my ass off this joint.
Like shit. Fucking Lady Gaga singing and shit. J-Lo singing and shit. Come on, man. Wrap this shit up.
Yeah, they stuck J-Lo in there. I wasn't even expecting the J-Lo look.
Yeah,
right. Snuck her right in.
Yeah, they did.
I seen when they was like prepping for like all them like lights and shit like on the mall and shit. Did they like put those on afterward to end the shit out?
Oh, the flags and stuff.
Yeah, and they had like foreign flags. Like why they putting so many foreign flags on the mall?
I don't know. It was a lot of symbols. It was a lot of colors and shit.
Yeah, I need to go back and watch that.
So there's a lot of dual citizenship folks out here.
Would you say, Marcus?
Nah, I did peep that part too. Like when you saying all the colors and everything, I did notice that too.
Yeah, and the type of celebrities they invited too. You got Razor Eyebrow, Lady Gaga. She be in that shit. So,
but was y'all watching both channels though? Was y'all watching like Fox and CNN flipping back? You got flip. Fox was hating like shit. They was like, God, they could at least take their masks off. They was just hating for no reason. That joint was hilarious. I bet Fox hating right now from turning on that joint.
It's funny you say that though about the symbols and shit because Super Bowl coming up, halftime show.
Oh,
that's in a couple weeks. Who's
doing that shit? Who's doing halftime?
The Weeknd.
A Weeknd? Yeah, he probably.
Yeah, so you already know he in the shit. No, he been with the shit since he cut his dreads. Like I saw that shit coming.
He do all that OVO shit. I just
ain't no hospitals no more.
I seen Drake posted like a jump today saying like his album delayed, and he had like in the bottom was like 66666666666 like all on the bottom.
Wow,
who said that?
Drake. Y'all boy.
Yeah, man. Do you know what 666 is though?
Y'all man.
Six God. That's six God.
Y'all man.
Y'all man. What it mean, P?
Nah, and that shit is weird. 666 is just like the same repetition of the same shit you already been going through for real. It's almost like programming. Like you about to get the same shit over and over, but you get desensitized to it. 666. You just use it's like a frequency of just low shit. It's the same shit. That's why they say the devil be on that shit, because it's just like low, same, weak, can get to you. It's all repetition though.
Yeah.
So he probably gonna come out with the same shit, singing shit like regular, because his last couple of joints ain't been like that at all. His projects, it's probably been like 2-3 on there.
I wouldn't know.
And I'm being generous. No, I tune in. I tune in because like, yeah, everybody tune in to that motherfucker, man.
Don't let Drake see this.
Not me.
I'll let him see it. I want to talk shit.
And plus, like his name don't come from like Draco, and isn't that like a dark like star that like draws, like yeah. So name's Aubrey.
Right.
I don't know we got
Drake constellation and shit.
Yeah. So it's in the owl.
Even Gaga's a constellation.
In the owl and shit. So
all them shit, they know what they do.
Yeah. This overtime shit, I mean, we probably won't get the overtime today, but yeah, y'all should check some overtime video. We talk about certain subjects. And I think one trend we're going to start doing now is doing movie reviews. And I guess like the first movie review we're going to do now is Soul. So Pixar, Disney, whatever, Pixar, whatever, Soul. And my fault, because like when we did our end of a year show, and I said Tenet might have been the best movie, Soul was the best movie of 2020, and I dare somebody to argue with me. This shit was the best movie of 2020. From the colors they was using, the vibe, the message, the way they explain life after death, and moving to the great beyond, and just like a lot of the key words they use. And I'm sure there's probably like a cult symbolism in that shit too, but just I don't know, just the overall project of shit. And it had the jazz and the sounds, and it just felt like real authentic. It had like that movie magic quality to me, and I think that was the best movie of 2020. But anybody got something to say about Soul?
How the fuck is that supposed to be a kid's movie?
Right. You're right, because I was lost in that shit. Even though I watched it with Ken, and he like really understood the shit from his perspective. But yeah, I it was definitely a grown up ass movie. Yeah, something that you can ponder upon.
Yeah, that one was deep.
Yeah.
So and you're right. Some of that shit is deep. Like some of that shit was like a complex though. Like
can't get out of your way and shit.
And even the black man having to he was forced to educate a blob of nothing pretty much.
And but there was like pieces of light, and that's what I got out of it.
Yeah,
it wasn't like nothing.
And I took it as light body because they were traveling between Earth and like that frequency of the great beyond, quote unquote, or whatever they call it. So yeah, I feel like that was like light body, but then just instilling lessons and morals and shit like that of the soul was different. And I feel like, and I really feel like this too, like even the perspective, because it was a white chick that was playing the unconscious soul that was trying to find herself, like coming from a black 22. Man. I felt like it was a lot of deep, like for real. He enriched her on how to travel and find her journey and find her element in the earth for real. So I felt like that shit was important. It's a lot of levels on there. It's a lot of levels with that. Like it's some complex. Like the only part I like didn't like was like he woke up in the hospital bed and he was talking like the white woman. That was the only thing I was kind of like, as a black man, I don't know if I like that shit. I know it's a movie and all that shit, but it just kind of like gave me a little, I don't know about that. I don't know if that was like a hit below the belt or not. Like, but I dissect shit so hard. I don't know. I had to read between the lines for that. But I thought it was a good movie though. Like like I said, it has like levels of like consciousness and like I feel like even when they say great beyond, like heavenly features, kind of like that frequency beyond, like we don't even understand yet. Like it was deep. I like that movie though. If I was on shroomies, oh man, that shit probably would have me blasting off. Because those colors and shit, like when he was on the tie-dye ship and shit with the dude, he was probably all boomers.
That trippy ass dude
yeah.
He was fucking it up. When he was
easy.
dancing, he was fucking it up.
Man, he's microdosing all through the movie. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, that movie was grown. That movie was grown as fuck.
Yeah. The one part,
but it was good. I liked it.
That like really stood out to me. And I mean, I watched the movie, but I was kind of like in and out. You know what I'm saying, the whole time. So I didn't really watch it like all the way. Like
man,
like,
you gotta watch it again
all the way in. Yeah, I gotta watch it again.
Yeah,
I remember one scene that what was I saying? There was a scene when he first died, and everybody was on that elevator going into like the big light. You know what I'm saying?
The great beyond.
So,
yeah,
the great beyond. But the great beyond is what's that? That's source energy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like saying that we are all like one with the source energy. So it's like kind of like when you die, you have the choice to your spirit. It's like. You like remember when the people was on the escalator going up and they were like ready. Their energy was kind of like they were ready. Yeah, it was like kind of like ooh, this is good. Like they wasn't in fear. They were kind of like happy to go. You know what I'm saying?
It was euphoric for them.
He was fighting back, so that's what kind of like brought him back to the earth. And I read somewhere that says like the so-called ghosts are the spirits who are still attached to the physical life, and that's the reason why they don't go to the great beyond, or they don't become one with the source energy again, because they still have attachments on in the physical. So when I seen that, I was like, oh, these niggas know some shit. Like they really, you know what I'm saying? Like you can confirm this in all kinds of books of wisdom and knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the main concepts of almost every damn text you can find. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they even put that in the movie, it just says a whole lot. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, I know what that is. That's supposed to be source energy right there. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
So that's crazy.
And it was like his mission wasn't complete anyway. So he was always going to give like that static towards going to the great beyond. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't feel complete. He had just for real like had his come up with getting to the concert and his audition and all that. But like even that quote, like just like I was saying, like how energy travels in the universe, make sure shit happens. He was like, "Oh, today's the greatest day of my life. I could die today and be happy." Like the universe, make sure that shit happens. Like this nigga died. That's what I mean. Like you gotta be careful with your words and like your messages and what you put into the universe too, because that shit happens so fast. His karma was so fast. And then like he learned a lesson within that. So I thought it was a good movie though. If you really break that shit down.
And like really like
focus.
But
even like how like when he was we passed and he was in that other world and had like some of the like the guides in that other world, you peep how they was like 2-dimensional. They wasn't 3-dimensional.
I peeped that.
I
peeped that shit. Yep, exactly.
Even the nigga that was counting the numbers and shit.
Before you come into this 3D life, that's the 2-dimension. You know what I'm saying? So it was like explaining how they were like kind of flat. They weren't like fully like you can't walk in circles around them. You know what I'm saying? They were like flat. But yeah, that's exactly what. But that's how the 2-dimension is explained. The 2-dimension is kind of like a dot is like the first dimension. The second dimension is like
a line,
a flat line. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the best way to describe it, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
it does.
But yeah, that shit, and then even like they was talking like lost souls and like even when it was like floating to like the great beyond, and then it just did like zap. That shit made me that should be bust out loud.
Like, but that was real because they was becoming one with the source again. So it makes all this sense.
Right.
That book, the reason I'm saying that book because I've read that shit in books before, so it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like that movie. Even so much, that movie, I can always
has so many like just like even how you choose, you kind of like they say that like before you even born, you choose your parents, you kind of choose your path.
Yep.
Like you remember like when that portal when they jump and shit. Like all that. I was like, yo, this movie's fucking me up. Yeah, like it has so many.
And then he said, they said jump into the Earth portal. So like, where's there to say that there's not other planetary portals you can jump into.
Dimensions and shit.
Yeah.
That's a good fucking. That's a good question, bro.
I mean, that movie was
just like you said.
The other planes of existence and what goes on there, and like how that relates to physical life. You know what I'm saying?
Did y'all watch this?
I feel like
it sounds like I enjoyed that movie.
I feel like we over talking this shit.
Yeah, I ain't seen it.
I loved it. I told you.
I think it's the best movie.
It gave me everything.
It
gave me everything. It gave me joy. Yeah,
I'll check it out. Though. It sounds like it's good.
Yeah, it was the last shit.
Real good.
Even
it's
like
adult.
Like how they was talking about like the spark and shit. And then remember like that Tupac interview when he's talking about like the light and the spark. And it's like it's all about what you do with that spark or what you do with that light. Like that shit meant a lot to me. It's a lot of shit, man. Like I could probably watch the movie, 3, 4, or 5.
Hold on.
I need to watch
last
it.
Scene I'm gonna talk about. Last scene. Look, remember the scene when there was that the little guy was telling him, "Oh, this is what happens to the spirits that like become lost and lose their way and like forget who they are." And it was like these like dust covered, like they was like covered in stone, and they was all
they were ghouls and shit.
So it was like kind of explaining like this is what the state of your spirit is in the non-physical when you're like forget who you are, like you're like a drone in the spirit world. You're not even like, you know what I'm saying? So I thought that shit was like it was basically saying, oh, that's the type of nigga who's lives the type of life they don't really want to live. Like I think in the movie they say, oh, that's the type of guy who sits in a cubicle all day, does the same shit he don't like to do every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's what they look like in the spirit world. I was like,
he turned up his he turned that job up too. He's like, fuck this shit.
And then when they said fuck the job, but look, and then when they said fuck the job in the spirit world, they became their spirits again. Like that's what's so crazy about that shit.
Right.
Another thing, like when you in your zone, like you playing like the greatest basketball game, or you writing the best piece of music, or you know what I mean, you just like when you tap into a certain frequency, and everybody been in the zone with like some form of another, and you know what I mean, that brings you closer to that realm, and that shit like spoke to me. Yeah, that shit's supposed to be. And they also
touched on that tenant though.
And they threw a shot at the Knicks in that jump too. Was funny as shit. He said, "Oh, I've been messing with this team forever." Yeah.
They had a couple though. They had a couple. Like even when they were like, "Nah, humans let you down" or something. They said,
right.
I'm like, what? But it was real because she's talking from like her soul, like not even being on Earth. It's crazy. That movie's deep, yo. That movie's actually deep.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that.
Shit was good.
What's up with this? Oh yeah.
But what's up with that tenant joint though?
I ain't ready to break down tenant because
I need somebody to break that. I don't watched it twice.
We need Paul. We need Paul for tenant.
I need Paul.
I don't see no symbolism or nothing in there.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
What? Oh my god!
That's
the time travel shit.
Yeah. I got it. Like,
you gotta watch that joint again. Then
I done seen it. The first time I seen that joint, I knew that when they went into the joint or whatever to go steal the shit or whatever. I knew that they was probably fighting himself or whatever. That's why why the white cuz did whatever he did. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, where's the rest of the action and shit was like that though. I felt it was just a good action movie.
When the movie got real for me, like real, when I was like fucked up, the car scene, the first one. We got the second. We gotta save this.
We gotta save this.
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it, but watch it twice. We'll just watch it twice and like.
No.
Watch that shit. Let it dissect for a day. Come back to it. Watch it one more time. I'm telling you, that shit will look like so crazy to you. Because you're gonna start thinking about like the different paradoxes,
I have
like different ways of like, futuristic shit. I'm telling you.
Yeah. I have questions.
That shit will start coming use.
But they are questions. Yeah. It's weird.
I got a question for you, B.
What's up?
I got a question for you.
What's up?
We making a jump here. Sugar daddies, sugar mamas. Is this a good or bad thing?
Oh Lord.
Is it good or bad?
I guess I'm not one to dabble. I'm not one to dabble in other people's affairs, but I mean,
you ever had one?
I never had a sugar mama. But I would also say, y'all stupid. I guess there's like a certain point. Like, what are we talking about? Are we talking about just like any age?
We're talking about in general, just like you know, like is this a good or a bad thing? Is it detrimental to somebody, or you know what I mean?
I mean, it's definitely not sustainable. So I mean, you can't expect for it to be like to actually be like a relationship that is built on anything other than what it is, which is a sugar mama or a sugar daddy. Like, you have something that I want and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that's not something that you. I mean, it's not gonna last. But at the same time, if that's what those two people are agreeing on at that point in time, I don't see why that's such a bad thing. You know, that's just me though.
What about you, P? You say, have you ever had one?
Have you ever had one?
I've had one, a sugar mama, not a daddy. But
Hold up.
Wow.
Hey, I gotta make that clear these days. You gotta be clear. I'm just being clear. But yeah, it's not a relationship. I say it's an agreement. It's more of an agreement. You're basically, and of course, the sugar daddy, sugar mama is like you're getting a service because you're paying. You're paying and getting what you want. And then
sound like tricking. When you say it like that, it sound like tricking.
That's what it sound like to me. It sound like prostitution.
You said service.
No, I wouldn't say tricking. I wouldn't say tricking, but primarily because some people just want some people want your time. You know what I mean? Some people just want your energy, and like for your energy in exchange, you might want money. You might want rent paid, whatever it is. But it's not always sexual. That's all I'm saying. Is it good?
What was your agreement, P?
Oh man, I don't even the checklist is extensive, but all I'm saying is what I want. My point is,
what was being paid? What was the extent of being paid? Was something like rent? Was it something like a small bill?
I've had rent. I've had I've had studio equipment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's all about. Hey, look. Whatever your policy is, however you gotta get it. Yeah. I don't judge. When I'm saying it, sometimes you gotta sacrifice to get what you. Hey, I'm not saying you gotta give up yourself per se, but sometimes it's a fine line. You gotta play the game. If you in the game, you gotta give up a little skin. You know what I'm saying?
I think,
and it's not all bad.
A lot of females, like I have like casual conversation with, say they want a sugar daddy, but I'm like, y'all think y'all want a sugar daddy until that daddy come collect that sugar, and then y'all ain't gonna be okay with that shit. Like you think you want one because times you don't want to clock in, a 9 to 5 every day, and you want somebody, smooth it over for you, but you don't want him to really collect that sugar, do you?
Yeah, it's cute until shit get real.
You got me thinking of that scene from Set It Off with Jada.
I wish I had that queued up. Yeah. Yeah.
Which one?
When she went to go get that money, she said, "I need some help."
Mm-hmm. The older dude.
Oh, from old dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
From Lark. What's his name?
Yep.
Yeah.
They probably, a lot of females probably do
that's
got
what I mean.
in a pocket though. They probably got a lot of dudes in the pocket, and then they just, the older dudes are waiting for that, that point of compromising them. So the opportunity is always there. It's just how much you gonna bend for a buck, literally.
I mean, that's also been around for, since forever too. Like you said, it's almost borderline, like pushing.
Tricking.
It's borderline pushing it. It's just a more of a respectable way, I guess you could say. Oh, that's my sugar mama. That ain't my trick though.
It's a
You know what I'm saying?
it's more about like longevity and shit.
It's a long-term relationship.
Yeah, it was a relationship. Yeah.
I mean, I look at it like a lot of people because and like I think what you were saying earlier, Phil, like it don't necessarily have to be a sexual thing. Like sometimes people will just pay money to have your attention just because it's easier than all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that's the mentality of a lot of people with money. Like they kind of know, like I could just get them some bread and get what I want rather than taking the time to get to know them and you know what I'm saying and go through all this and have to use game and do all this other bullshit to get what I want. I can just throw a couple dollars at you, say, hey, let's just hang out. Like I've seen situations where like a dude will pay a female just to have conversations with him. You know what I'm saying? Just to have somebody he can talk to on the regular.
Isn't that
they got?
Instead of trying to charm her with his personality, because he might think that his personality might not charm her. So hey, let me just pay attention. Let me just pay her some money and talk to a pretty girl. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and honestly, a lot of those transactions these days happen like that. Like, yeah, I need you to come with me on a date. I have a reception ball. I want a pretty thing on my arm. I'll make sure you're good all night. Yeah, car service, shit like that. That's what I mean. Like, I didn't say sex, but still,
I think
pay for that anyway.
If it's not like a long-term thing, then that's an escort. But if it's a long-term thing, then that's like if you caring for somebody and you having like intimate conversations and sharing like ideals and shit like that, that's like a relationship that you don't really see yourself like actually settling down with the person. That's a sugar daddy, sugar mama. It is providing a certain stability in your life. But
so you're investing.
You're investing, expecting no return.
I'm saying that so you're saying that there's a difference between being, quote unquote, fuck buddies, and versus being a sugar mama or sugar daddy.
Yeah, sugar mama has financial benefits.
Okay.
That's a huge difference.
And I feel like it is a difference because, like, I don't know, from the perspective of a sugar daddy, I don't know what he requires and shit, but a sugar mama ain't like that much. It's just time.
Yeah, I mean, because females love quality time.
Yeah,
So a
nigga might put you through some shit. I don't know. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know that side of the dynamic, but as far as like a sugar mama, it ain't that stressful.
I feel that's a look because like the older, like if you got a sugar daddy, you got a sugar mama, you just fuck the shit out of them, and then they gonna go to sleep. So like you just dip up out of there. You gotta stay there for too long.
And really, that's all a mama want. A mama just want to be knocked off. She want the bombastic a little bit. She don't even need all that extra shit. Yeah,
but like the older junks be like in their prime and shit. So you gotta watch out. They a little fight on you. Y'all saw them PS5 memes. Shit.
Have you ever been out and actually seen like have y'all ever been out and actually seen like a blatant like sugar mama like?
Yes. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Okay.
Nigga, go to Vegas.
Never seen it.
Yeah, I was about to say go to Vegas. Go to Vegas. Yeah, go to Vegas.
Vegas all day, bro. All day. You'll be shocked. Like, goddamn, it's blatant.
They tricking out.
Or go to like the
go to park.
Tyson's Gallery or some shit like that. Yeah.
Hey, I remember
we said park.
What do you say?
Niggas at park gonna have them roses and shit. They gonna have them roses.
Hey, park niggas do be tricking at park though. Niggas do be tricking at park. No bullshit. Niggas do be tricking at
blazers on. They got the blazers with them long ass fucking stations.
Niggas in my head. I just had this one memory in my head back in the day at White Flint Mall. This is probably the first time I ever seen this with my eyes, so I think that's why it just stood out to me. And I don't know, I was probably like maybe 13 or some shit. And I just remember this. It was this black woman, man. I'm talking about. I guess you would say, fucking. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even know the word, but like she was with this old ass white dude. She was holding his hand. Like I'm talking about, like this nigga was like at least 85, but she was like holding his hand, and she was walking proud as shit, and like everybody in the mall was like turning, like looking at them, like what the fuck is this? Like she was like a video vixen. Like I'm talking about, like she was like a video vixen in like 2000. You know what I'm saying? Like she looked like that,
right?
Glory for Les.
You know what I'm saying? So just imagine like how the attention that drew when she just walked through the mall holding this old man's hand like that. You know what I'm saying?
She was a caretaker, man.
Yeah, that was wild. But I was like, hey, get your money.
Hey, but shout out to the OG Sugar Baby and Nicole Smith. Like, look at this shit. That shit.
Oh yeah, that's the OG right there.
That is too damn far.
That's ridiculous.
That's the OG right there.
For him to pass, man.
That is ridiculous.
For him to go.
But he said
that nigga older than that
he didn't
piano.
care. I remember he like disowned his family and all that shit for her.
I think the thing that people don't realize that there's a lot of dudes out here that perfectly fine with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of niggas out here.
Oh yeah.
Fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I
Dog,
mean, for
real talk.
like I don't really don't see nothing wrong with this shit, to be honest.
Yeah, at one point I kind hold on, P. At one point I kind of like entertained the idea of eventually evolving into a sugar daddy, but like that's a lot of like pressure. But I wouldn't like that name. I would prefer something like, you know what I mean, a life coach. I wouldn't want to be called a sugar daddy. Call me a life coach.
A life coach.
Yeah. I like
Come
that.
here and let me coach you.
A life investment.
Teach you some
investment. Yeah. No, I agree with you though on that shit. But I ain't see tricking until like I really got to like fucking Georgia. Like them niggas just like trick. And it's like the lifestyle though. But you gotta have bread to be doing all that shit too. That's what I'm saying. Like all that, like.
But I mean, but think about it. When you got, like,
you can't afford that shit, don't even try, bro.
Like you already know that pretty much you a target with everybody who come around you. So it's like, all right, I already know what it is. So why waste our time? Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Just
right.
Why not? I don't really. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, why waste our time? You don't really like me like that. You know what I'm saying? Let's just have fun. Yeah. You know, so
it honestly would make sense for like a female at a young age to have multiple, you know, sugar daddies. But don't take my advice, ladies.
But see, that's the benefit though. Like I've known girls like college, let's say college. I've known girls that have sugar daddies, and then they'll bless you just because they don't really fuck with their sugar daddy. That's another dynamic, though. That's for another day. That's overtime. That's overtime talk. But,
not too much.
Yeah. If you do get blessed by your sugar daddy,
benefit from her sugar daddy.
Hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
If you do get blessed by your sugar daddy,
you can play the game. You want to play the game?
That's called pimping.
You want to play the game?
Why don't you get him and you some merch, some flight room merch? Get him and you some matching flight room merch for the ladies, for the fellas, for your old ass nigga in the bed. Get him like a hoodie. I know he get cold, his feet get cold. Get him a mug. Get your sugar daddy a mug, a mask. You know you know what I mean. Take care of him. Get some flight room merch.
Get him some of them.
Might have to get the purple jump to match the J's.
Yep, the aquas.
Yeah. No, actually that go with the aquas perfectly. Right?
Actually, everything on here go with the aqua.
Yeah. I'm about to start wearing straight flight room fucking gear everywhere.
But yeah, so I don't know. We can call this national. No, we never call this national. I guess the day after Valentine's Day will be actual National Sugar Daddy Day. If there was a holiday that you could cancel, what would that holiday be?
Oh,
let me go because they just let off all the fireworks. Let me go, please. Let me go, please.
Go ahead, now you got it.
Fucking, because they just let off all the fireworks, and you already know, like your niggas' nerves is bad. But like, get rid of fucking 4th of July and all the fireworks that go with it. Listen, and all the fireworks. Listen, and all the fireworks to go with it, only because them motherfucking fireworks start in June and them just go all the way to fucking August.
Yeah, for sure.
You don't know if they're fireworks, and you always have to discern like you have to try to figure out if they're fucking fireworks or if they're fucking gunshots. I have no problem with fucking fireworks. I mean, I have no problem with 4th of July, but I get rid of the 4th of July because I don't know if it's fireworks or if it's gunshots, and it's already the heart of the summertime. And trying to figure out, like, you ride around trying to figure out if it's gunshots or if it's fireworks, and you get stuck in the middle of a fucking firework parade and you don't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
So,
my neighborhood's terrible with that shit.
That's funny you say that, Al. You remember that 4th of July? We was lighting them shits off for like 4 fucking hours straight. That shit was wild.
That's why
I was wilding. I was wild.
I can't fuck with you on that one, Al. 4th of July. How you gonna take 4th of July?
No, he was killing them shits.
I can't. That's the
best day for.
I know what you mean, though.
That's some.
You can't even sleep though.
It's like I don't even look at it as like 4th of July. There's a feeling that I got from my childhood until now. It's just a feeling that you get on that day. That's just, I don't know. It's like the same every year. It's like it don't change. If that makes any sense. But I will go ahead and scratch Columbus Day, just based on the grounds that's supposed to stand on, and it just being like completely false.
I could agree with that.
The real story behind Christopher Columbus that's for another day. But yeah, just the fact that, I mean, we're celebrating something that is completely false, and I don't know, it's a mass slaughter of people. And you could say the same thing for Thanksgiving too. But that was the first one to pop them on.
We can't do Thanksgiving though. That's when niggas eat.
I'm with you on that. I do hate how they glorify that shit, Christopher Columbus. But my day was gonna be fucking Groundhog Day. First of all, who gives a fuck if it's hotter earlier in the year? No.
That shit don't make no difference.
It don't. Places like this, that's what I mean. And my thing is, why am I gonna put my trust and faith in a groundhog? He don't even know what's going on. He came up for the food. Y'all lured him into getting some grub real quick, so he came up. It's cold out, this motherfucker. He don't come out. So we already know he don't come out. Yeah, he don't come out. It's a groundhog. He hibernating. So I feel like that. Yeah, that day needs to be and you don't get no benefits from it. It ain't no day off, ain't no nothing. It's like you just playing this groundhog that's gonna tell you about your spring, if you believe it. Nah, eliminate that shit, man. Cut that one out. Groundhog Day. That's an L. Banish it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Halloween. Just because I don't know.
Halloween cool though, man.
Yeah. No,
As a kid,
I don't really mean shit to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I look at it like a kid's holiday. I mean, obviously, a lot of people celebrate it. It's obviously a great excuse to party, a great excuse to fucking dress up and be some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I don't know. I just don't be getting psyched for Halloween. I mean, I do. I honestly think more about my kids than myself when it comes to Halloween. So I mean that's just my perspective, but I think that's my mindset. I'm just like, did we just eat a bunch of candy, just like, you know what I'm saying, just throwing that shit down? Like, I mean, even though it's just once a year, but I mean, I don't know. I just don't really care for that holiday. It's not like get with the family type joint. You know what I'm saying? It's not one of them types. So I mean, yeah,
I feel you. But if you want like a night out with wifey where y'all just get like kind of, you know what I mean, a little mysterious, a little crazy, come back. Halloween's the best night to do it. Yeah, dress up a little bit. Get a little role play, spice it up. Halloween, baby.
Get a little crazy.
Yeah, man, get a little freaky, man. Halloween. It's the whole vibe. That whole like night. You could have an alter ego. It all come out. Yeah, y'all want to fuck with me on Halloween.
Hey, PP on one.
Y'all seen my pics. Y'all seen my pics. I done had the blonde wig, all that shit.
Yeah, man, Halloween fun as shit.
Halloween, I love Halloween.
and I'm born in October, dog. You can't be sitting on Halloween.
Yeah, Oktoberfest. That's the end of Oktoberfest.
Yep. Yeah, I'm October 28th. I'm a couple of days away.
Oh, y'all, man. October's my month because of y'all. Because everybody's birthday, October, November.
Mm-hmm.
We used to go hard. Homecoming, all that shit. October was the month.
Yeah.
I remember I pulled an all-nighter
Prep your lip,
bro. Every week in October is somebody's birthday. It's Matt Randall fucking and Al ends the shit off with November. Like it's every fucking week in October, bro. Best time of year.
The Al go for? Oh, yeah, he did. 4th of July.
What day you eliminated? What holiday you eliminated, Randall?
Y'all gonna get mad at me.
Y'all get mad at me. Go ahead. You say it first. You probably got the same one I got. Go ahead.
You gonna say Kwanzaa?
That's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, yeah, y'all really gonna be mad at me. Go ahead, Corey.
That's what I'm gonna say. Man, Kwanzaa. Why do we need Kwanzaa, dog? I don't know nobody that celebrates Kwanzaa. I don't know nobody that celebrates Kwanzaa. Nobody.
And that's the black holiday, man.
Exactly. That joint.
Celebrate that joint.
Do y'all know anybody?
I don't know one nigga that do that.
Exactly. Where is
I don't know no nigga that do
the Bammers that celebrate that joint. Look, the Bammers that celebrate that joint be like, oh, it's Christmas every day. You need to we get gifts for my children every day out the year. Nigga, you welling like shit. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, dog. Ain't nobody celebrate no damn Kwanzaa, y'all. Yeah, militant ass.
For real, I ain't gonna lie. When I was in school, like I used to like tell the teacher like when they would ask people about Kwanzaa, and I just felt like it was my job as like the black kid to talk about Kwanzaa.
What did you tell him? What did you tell him?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody got to talk about black culture in this joint. You know what I'm saying?
About that shit. Niggas don't fuck with Kwanzaa. Niggas don't fuck with the 7 principles.
I don't know nothing about it.
I don't know. I've never met anybody that celebrates Kwanzaa in my life, to be honest with you.
Thank you. That joint, somebody just made that joint up out of nowhere.
I fuck with Kwanzaa. That's a, I don't want to say I celebrate Kwanzaa like we
with the candle and the candle set up in the house.
We got the we identify the principles and we talk about the principles in this jump.
Well, all right, that's all right. I can respect that. I just don't know nothing about that.
It's not that I don't want to say I celebrate. I don't want to say I don't celebrate it. But I do want to recognize it and acknowledge the principles in which they talk about, because them jumps are like important. So you got like unity. You got damn, I'm blanking on the right hood.
Come on now, you're the spokesman. Come on now.
Right, yeah. Don't do that.
It's a dark road.
Oh man.
All right.
What holiday you eliminated, Randall?
All right. I mean, y'all can go ahead and be mad at me, but let's go ahead and throw Christmas out the door.
I knew you was gonna do that. Oh, yeah, Bama.
Oh,
Christmas, man. Because I mean,
other Christmas is so real.
That's what I'm saying. Like, other than the music of Christmas, I love the music of Christmas. I love Christmas movies. Christmas Story is one of my favorite movies. Jingle All the Way is one of my favorite Christmas movies. But like the social pressure for people to provide and buy dumbass shit for no goddamn reason is you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, like
astronomical.
It's fucked up. It's fucked up. Like you shouldn't have to. It shouldn't be like a requirement to come in the clutch, you know, for a made up holiday. You go so much harder for Christmas than people like birthdays, you know what I mean, graduations, like real fucking milestones, you know what I'm saying? Like real milestones, you gotta go hard for Christmas. And it's such a social pressure, and then like things like sell out, like PlayStation 5s, they sell out, and then now you can't come through for your son. You can't get a PlayStation, you can't get a fucking Barbie house for your daughter, you can't get, you know what I mean, a fucking pony and shit because the next person had that. Like that social pressure. You can't get a Robo Man for your son. The pressure, and then truth be told, that's not even the birth of Jesus. Like, you know, timeline wise, that's not even the birth of Jesus. So yeah, Christmas is,
and Santa Claus ain't real.
Absolutely. And at the end of the day, it's a pagan holiday. You know, through and through.
Yeah.
And then to follow up, and I don't care how y'all feel about it, throw away the whole month of Black History Month. Yeah. Because why gotta be the shortest month of the year? Y'all don't think that's on purpose?
Perhaps.
Could be.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
All that
What
shit.
do you mean could be? That's designed to be the fucking the what other month has fucking 28 days?
So let's just go ahead and get it over with.
But it
It's
also,
deeper than
it,
just
Either get rid of it or let's hijack another month with 31 days. That's how I feel.
Yeah, but
That's a
it
special
don't even matter. The fact that we even give in a month is the issue. You know what I'm saying? It's like our history is deeper. We shouldn't be recognized for just 1 month. You know what I'm saying? I should go deeper than that. You know,
It should be all year. We part of
that's a slap in the
America.
face right there. The niggas want to put your shit right here and then tell you to be happy with that. You know what I'm saying? When you're bigger than this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I get it though, because it wouldn't be no recognition of Black lives or anything, if it wasn't for like the liberal whites that probably wanted to recognize some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but I want to know like what was the deciding factor to give us February? Like it don't feel deliberate to you that they give us the shortest month?
Yeah.
They gonna give you the shortest, like when you draw straws and shit, they literally gave us the shortest fucking straw.
I'm gonna look that shit up. Because I know I forgot why it was actually February, but they chose February for some fucking reason. I forgot why.
Did they choose February for didn't they choose February to honor like Frederick Douglass? Because his birthday's in February and they didn't necessarily know when his exact birth date was, or that's
Hey, bro, like
that might play into why it's
families be born all around the year. Why are you naming after one person? They all around the year.
Because
the big name.
It sounds deliberate. It's not even a 30-day month. It's not even a 30-day month. It's a 28-day month.
But Frederick Douglass is also one of the rumors is Frederick Douglass was also one of the first presidents as well. So, like to honor him. I mean, I don't know. Y'all can talk. What's the debate?
Ain't no damn honor. There ain't no damn honor in giving somebody the fucking least amount of day month
for his birthday.
It ain't no damn honor. Fuck.
Come on, man.
It could have been 30 days. 30 days.
Like, come on, man. You guys don't appreciate
days,
nothing.
28. Hey, can you charge these headphones?
Exactly. Tell him. I don't appreciate shit.
You don't appreciate nothing the oppressor gives us. You should be happy with anything the oppressor gives us. It's better than nothing.
Mm-hmm. Be grateful, nigga. Be grateful.
Literally.
That was
literally. All right. Speaking of some, I guess we should be grateful on. We kind of passed over this. Corey, I think you talked about this many episodes. Was the legalization of marijuana at a federal level.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how we skipped over this. This shit happened.
Hey, look. These motherfuckers that we just put in office. Hey, look, they need to know. Just go on do it. Go on do it.
Yeah.
It don't need to take 4 years. Go on do it now.
It's coming.
Do it.
December 4th, though.
Do it now.
Yeah, I don't know how we passed this over.
It still ain't in. The only reason why it's been passed over because it ain't in cement yet. It ain't in cement yet.
What is the term? What does it mean when it say for federal purposes though? What does that mean?
Well, federal purposes basically is like the above all be all. Once it's in cement, you know what I'm saying? That's the only reason why it's not moving the way it should be moving out this joint. Because once it passes federally, like there'll be banks out here that be able to set money from dispensaries and shit like that. I think there's a couple, maybe a handful of banks that can take your money and shit, but they're not really trying to do shit because it's still not federally legal. You know what I'm saying? Even when Obama was trying to tell Bamas to basically chill on because like when Colorado and Washington and Oregon and all them Bamas was legalizing statewise, and Obama was basically telling Bamas to chill, Bamas was still getting raided by federal enforcement and shit. So it's like that's still illegal drug money. You know what I'm saying? So We'll see.
He's trying to make it legal.
Yeah, it'll actually be a part of the economy soon. That's what they're saying.
Right.
Legally, so you can
It's
legally
already
make
happening.
money off weed. Yeah, it's happening, and that's just
I see
not
the benefits.
That'll be off recreational and shit too. So
I also think that you know how you remember how like I guess we could rewind maybe 6 or 7 years ago when you would hear something like, oh well, such and such decriminalized marijuana in this state or in this state. It would be like big news, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like now it's like dispensaries and like I think the product is just more readily available to everybody. Like everybody's getting like almost like the same shit now. So it's not like that big of a deal anymore. It's like it's more like when it happens, it'll happen versus 5 years ago, it'd be like, yo, they need to legalize the shit now. But it's like it's just it's like the quantity of everything is just.
But I feel like the criminalization of the shit is way different from making it recreational. This is just so like more states don't give you they're more likely to give you a ticket over than, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, because now
you still can't probably make money off it on the federal level. You can't grow the shit on the federal level.
That's the point.
You can't profit off it on the federal level, but you can have it in your possession on the federal level. So and it's fucked up because like a lot of people are in jail right now for XYZ for, you know what I mean?
Blunt.
And that's what
certain offenses.
Biden and Kamala were running on. They was trying to turn that shit around and release them Bamas who's in jail and shit and they give. I don't know if they was gonna expunge they sentence.
They ain't gonna do that bullshit because they put a lot of motherfuckers in there. So
that shit crazy though.
Yeah. That's more but that's more voters though. Like I said, Bama mobilized 74 million Bamas and he still lost. Allegedly, as you say, allegedly, but you know that's more voters get that shit off. I don't know if they're gonna get that felony off or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But
they're making it just like you said.
Not because like by law you can't reverse it. It's because some new is implemented. You can't reverse it.
I don't know, but just like I was saying on the federal level, the weed they just want to make it so like you see how now they're promoting that shit as wellness, like to take care of yourself and shit. They're promoting it that way to make it like profitable.
Yeah, wellness.
I mean, almost all the places are all called wellness centers. The every time you see like a wellness, that's where you get your trees from.
Yeah,
So it's like
you're a patient.
Hey, I was doing hella well when I was in college.
All right, I think this shit is going to be like a legit like corporate takeover as far as like the legalization of marijuana.
I think that's the point.
So this is why it's happening right now with these Democrats moving into office. There's going to be, you know what I mean, you're going to see I wouldn't be surprised if you see something as far as like maybe you might see a Super Bowl commercial as far as marijuana, but for sure in the summer you might see like for the like Olympics, you might see some local marijuana, like big corporate like Anheuser-Busch or you know something Target or some bullshit. I'm reaching right now, but you're gonna see a big company name as far as marijuana business going.
Hope might be one or two.
Hope just acquired or maybe not acquired Jay-Z. He either acquired or a big partner in one.
That was like early this summer. Like he
And even during the Tyson fight.
Right. Yeah. I forgot what it's called, but yeah, the website looked good.
But all right, so
but things like Jay-Z's never been like a forefront for like marijuana. I can see like Snoop or Wiz or something like that, but like, do you really trust is it cool to smoke a Jay-Z, you know, roll joint? Like I don't know. It's not enticing.
I mean, I would look at him as just like Trump. It would just be the name or whatever.
Yeah, but with marijuana, you want something natural. You don't want a big business behind that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Hope got money, but he's not a big business. I know he's the original businessman or whatever, but he does not. He does. That's not his lane. Is music. His lane is music.
Nah, Jay-Z literally said,
Jay-Z,
I'm a
nigga,
businessman. I'm a businessman.
Exactly. That's what I
Jay-Z
just said.
has all
That's what I
kinds
just
of
said.
business, nigga.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that is not his lane. So he's not gonna. He like you said, he's never been one to.
Nah, you can't say that,
I don't know.
Steve-O. That must make billions
A
of dollars
businessman doesn't have a
into
lane.
shit. Right,
A
that's what I'm
businessman
saying.
don't have a lane.
Yeah.
Oh, my point is he's going to have. He has the money to get other people who will actually specialize in that type of
Right.
thing. He, like I'm saying,
That's
he's
what they
just
all
going to
do.
be the face. He's just going to be the face of it. He's going to make it popular. He's going to have them
the point,
grassroots
Steve-O.
people out there join.
That's the whole point of that.
Yeah, but
that nigga Jay-Z not gonna be like, oh, I ain't fucking with that weed shit because I'm not.
He's not even gonna be in
the
the face of that shit anyway. He's not even gonna be in the forefront of that shit anyway. And just like y'all were talking about the piggyback what you were saying about
have you been to the website yet? Have you been to that website? It's like
I haven't.
Like, yeah, look at the website. It's like he's trying to be like the face of it.
What's it called?
But you
I
know,
I'll look
you
it
know
right
how
now.
like the Olympics be in Colorado and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like or the Olympic training center and all that shit. Yeah, the wellness and all that. Yeah, the Winter Games be here, but like even they're about to start doing like little soccer friendlies and all that shit. They're calling it like Olympic City. They're like building that shit up. They got a new stadium, all type of shit. I feel like that's gonna be like one of the promoters for like wellness, because you know Grunk was doing CBD and shit when he was retired to like regenerate his body and shit. He's like a real advocate of that
I ain't
shit.
hearing nothing about him getting drug tested.
Yeah, me neither. Because he was like going hard for the CBD shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like they're about to integrate that shit with sports too. So that's that's why they have to decriminalize that shit. Like they already don't even test an MLB now, right?
And
UFC test NBA players now. Yeah, UFC now too. Yeah,
you know, when
they start testing
on the stage and shit.
That's when you know.
Right.
They was pushing that shit hard on the Tyson fight too, like in between, like the whole weed maps and all
that nigga got a farm.
That shit was
that nigga
crazy.
Grows this shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it is wellness shit though. That shit help you regenerate and all that. It's like facts behind that. The cannabinoids and everything. Mm-hmm. Like they're not gonna be able to. They're not gonna be able to do away with this shit. That's why I feel like it's gonna be.
Y'all know. Y'all said Hove. Y'all know Cam opened the joint too.
Yeah, Cam, Nas.
This shit was called Purple Haze, bro. Yeah, an album called Purple Haze and Purple Haze 2.
It was inevitable.
Shit, that nigga had the syrup. Remember they had the scissor up?
We was crushing that shit.
Yeah, homecoming, baby. Homecoming.
Y'all think with like all this government, like, you know, getting involved and I guess decriminalizing weed and like, you know, even through the media compared to how like weed was like, you know, it went from that reefer madness shit and like looked at it like this heavy drug and through time it's being kind of softened up and people don't kind of, you know, aren't as offended by weed as much as they used to be. So it's like, you don't think there might be like some sort of negative consequence to this shit? You know what I'm saying? Long term, because I always look at shit like everything that's always presented to us, like in the mainstream as a good thing, always has some sort of long-term negative effect. So I'm always just trying to figure out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as great as it sounds to us, you know what I'm saying? But like, is there also like maybe a possible downside to this shit as well? You know what I'm saying? One thing off the top of my head, you know, obviously I feel like if the government taking over, I mean, one thing I say because the government taking over, or as far as getting involved in the weed game, obviously, if you look at everything else is, you know, being mass produced, all this shit. I mean, GMO weed been out there, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, this shit might start to, you know, water it down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and make it more of a. It's gonna be like less grassroots as you would say.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. It's not gonna be natural.
Yeah.
They gonna
probably at Walmart now.
So they're gonna be smoking now. It's gonna be they're gonna be smoking like some plastic shit. You know what I'm saying? Some petroleum based.
Bruh, if you go to a dispensary
or some shit that gonna make you foo-foo.
Yeah. I can kind of see that shit now because they have so much like different shit in dispensaries now. It's like confusing almost. If you walk in there and don't know what the fuck you doing, you can just pick up whatever. Like it's almost like they're programming you to get on different types of shit too. It's weird. They have like liquid THC shit. Matter of fact, they have the alcohol infused beer coming out here.
They got them tinctures and all that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I got that too.
Yeah. It's by Coors.
Like put it like
crazy shit. So it ain't stopping.
I'll give you an example of what I'm thinking. Like, I think about like I remember I bought like a pint of ice cream and that shit said cookie.
Let's hope
You said
joint.
what?
Yeah. This the Jay-Z jump
Monogram.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
Go ahead, Lighthouse. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was trying to see if that was Jay-Z right there. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. So I remember one time I bought like a pint of ice cream and on the cover the joint said cookies and cream. But when I actually ate the ice cream, the shit was like a cookies and cream sauce. It wasn't really like cookies and cream. You see what I'm saying? So eventually I feel like that the weed shit gonna start being like that, where it might say like, something kush and shit, but then it's really like some chemical shit that smell like weed, tastes like weed, but it's not the same shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it could eventually, the more the government gets their hands on it,
but I don't.
It might seem good, but I feel like it might eventually, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be natural as I guess you could say it once was at a point. You know,
I get what you're saying, but I don't think that, because as y'all actual weed smokers, when I was a weed smoker, everybody know what they like and what they want. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna. I don't think folks will go for that bullshit. At the end of the day, if shit is legal, you know what I'm saying, and you can, it's already legal to grow certain amounts of marijuana or whatever in your own crib or whatever. At the end of the day, I think if folks, if the corporations are trying to sell some bullshit, that like extra stuff, you know what I'm saying?
But you do that shit every single day, though. You do the same thing. Like what you're saying, what Marcus was saying was that the fact that by the government now having their hands more so on a product that was more so natural and then making it unnatural for their profits. You do the same thing with your food every single time you go to the grocery store. Yes, we all know that. Yes, you would want to have a organic salad. You would hope that the salad that you're eating comes from a clean place, but we know that the way that the manufacturing system is, and the way that
exactly
that we overprocess shit, we know. Like, but guess what? You settle for that shit. Let me get that bag of lettuce for that I'm making the tacos with.
But that's why you got them. What's them? You got the moms. You got them. You got them. What was
right? That? But people still. But you did. When the last time you been to mom?
Yeah, like exactly. And most people
gonna
go
to
other stores too.
They're gonna go to the Safeway. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna go to the.
That's not an everyday thing. You settle.
But still, even with the weed though, I don't think weed can be synthetic. You know what I'm saying? You still have to grow that as a plant. You still need to.
That's why they take two and do good.
Yeah, like the THC, like the THC abstract type shit. That's what I mean. Like that element. Like I know it could be like reprocessing shit.
But hold like the like back in like Western times when they had those like people's rolling their own cigarettes and shit like that. And like natural cigarettes, the people's like growing like tobacco crops and shit like that.
Exactly.
What you think gonna happen now?
They're rolling up dirt.
Exactly.
They're gonna have like shit. They're gonna have like legit like carcinogens and you can
right
on a daily. Exactly. Why you think Bill Gates just bought the biggest farmland? In the United States right now.
He did.
Morgan Freeman did that same shit too. You saw Morgan Freeman did some shit like
that? I agree though. It's definitely gonna be a market for both sides though. You know, just like people want their
weed is about
or whatever want organic.
Weed is about to be the forefront, dog. Weed is about to be the forefront because they're gonna be promoting this therapy shit, all this anxiety shit, everything else, man. That just like correlates with weed.
All right, this is going to put me over. If they make like certain sanctions on your local growers versus the actual like big like farm or big local, you know what I mean, like Anheuser-Busch or Bud Light, you know what I mean. Are those going to be the growers or your local growers going to be the ones to go to?
You're right.
That's going to be shit differentiated
because the corporations are going to get into it. Anheuser-Busch and Coors Light already got like the infused beer coming out.
I'm talking about like are they going to are they going to ticket people for growing their own shit, or are they going? You know what I mean? Is it going to be the same shit for you growing like tomatoes in your garden and shit like that, or it's going to be like the same shit? You know what I mean? Like it's going to be had to be like some type of like line they're going to have to draw in the sand.
Yeah, I agree with that, and it's already started basically because the federal hasn't legalized it federally anyway. You got like states like Maryland and other states saying we're only allowing people that live here or corporations here to sell here, grow here. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely going to be some type of line. Like them big corporations, Budweiser moving in. I don't even know where a Budweiser plant is. I don't think we have a Budweiser plant or no shit like that.
Do. We got Coca-Cola.
It's like in
we do have Coca-Cola.
St. Louis or some shit.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like sitting in prison? No, I'm serious. Can you imagine sitting in prison for an eighth?
Yeah, fucking.
Let's say you got hit for 15 years for an eighth, and then as you're sitting in prison, you see on TV niggas smoking and shit being legal. Like, how, like I don't understand how the judicial system can still allow for that. Like them cats need to have been gone years ago. They should have been left out.
I swear he was talking about was it commutating their sentences or whatever.
Man, ain't gonna do that.
Allegedly.
Niggas about to be out here smoking that Monsanto OG, and they y'all gonna be blown. Y'all about to be smoking that Monsanto OG, and y'all gonna be blown.
That's what they call that Zaza.
But I'm trying to tell you, that's I'm trying to tell you
y'all gonna be blown.
No, that damn Jamaican dispensary. Oh my god!
But just look, we looking at shit because just think about how like fast everything be changing in society. Like you know what I'm saying, how different shit is 10 years from now. So who's to say like in another 10 years, as far as the weed shit, it's gonna be on a whole different level where you know kids are being born into a world where it's not gonna be no negative stigma to weed. And then at the time when the government controls it, you see what I'm saying? So they're gonna come into a world where they might buy the box of you know what I'm saying, poison fucking J's, you know, that they got from the gas station. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be big corporation stamps on that shit. It's not the same shit as us, you know what I'm saying?
So like, even as
much as we might be listed, they're gonna come here with that shit available.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Philip Morris, like all the cigarette. I go ahead.
Well, not even just that, like these, you know how these corporations get. Eventually, if the government really gets their hands on it, how much money is behind it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or I don't even want to say that. Well, yeah, I would say within even companies though, with even companies, like the competition. Oh, we gotta make a stronger weed. We gotta make a, you know what I'm saying? The who has the strongest.
Yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
It might be more harm that might be done just off that shit, and it might be from the day where we was some shit that you could actually drive and smoke. So when like now niggas can't even smoke and drive no more because they done made the shit so much, you know what I'm saying, stronger than the shit that we know. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, it's already happened like that.
For real, all hypotheticals, but
no, it's
you see how smooth they pushed the vaping shit though? How they transition that shit smooth like years ago. They transition that shit smooth like that. That shit like 5 years ago. Now I'm like, I ain't fucking with no vape. I'm just smoke now. Next thing you know, I'm hitting my button. Whoop. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy how like Marcus, like you said, like how's that shit the weight.
You know how I get you though? You're seeing all these other people around you doing that shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They push that shit smooth.
It's like they're kind of suggesting it to you just without even trying, just being around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's real. They say your environment is a suggestion within itself. And it's like, if you want to get away from like the same things, you got to change your environment. But that's a whole nother conversation.
The win in Rome.
You're right though. You're right. Like we're programmed for that shit. That's just like they say, like say if you're the first person that just like goes out, let's say you're the random person that just starts doing jumping jacks in a crowd and shit. They say they don't even follow the first person. It's the second person that follows the first person that they follow because they have confidence that the second person believes in the first person that much, so you believe in the second person. And that shit weird. But it's like
that's deep, though.
I understand that shit. I've seen that shit happen though. I've seen that shit happen. Like, oh yeah, the second person doing it. Now everybody doing it. Like all you need is that one person to do that shit. Yo, I'm telling you, bro, try it. It's like a proven fucking theory. Yeah,
hey, Phil, think about that shit. Think about that shit like how we used to do it at the sports games.
Oh,
like, at the sports games where Period. It'd be like one person yelling, and it'd be like one person, and it'd be like, "Oh, this nigga's crazy as fuck," and then all of a sudden somebody else tags
right.
along.
Yep.
He's
Like,
right.
He's had too much to drink.
We had him lit.
He's on to something. We should.
That guy's right.
I'm with him.
You talking about that overrated chant? That started out with like 3 people. That shit was the whole arena by the end of the night. And I mean strong.
The first person that's like overrated is like, why the fuck are they saying the best player in the league is overrated? And it's like, you know what? Maybe we can get into it saying because 2 people are chanting. Oh shit, we got a couple of people. That's a good point.
Yeah.
We gotta push our team to victory.
And that was young LeBron. They lost by like 30 that night. It got ugly. They got ugly in there. They got ugly.
That was a good game.
That was a great night, dog. That's one of my best nights ever, hands down.
I was proud to be you guys' friends that night. I was watching on TV. I'm like, look at my guys.
I remember Matt texting like, I heard y'all saying the overrated chant. I heard it. But in the night, the whole fucking arena. Yo, LeBron was depressed after that game, man. I felt that nigga. Like, I feel like we hurt his feelings. I felt so good that night. I'm not even joking. Like, we got to that motherfucker. No, seriously. I think he had like 7 points that night. I'm not even like everybody was getting off. No, we was right there. No, he felt us. We was strong that night. Everybody was litty. It was a great night. That whole arena was after like, what's next? They're turning around like, what's next? I'm like, I don't know, chair.
Yeah, I just hope the marijuana business don't turn to the cigarettes like Philip Morris and that type shit. Yeah. You know they be doing like the anti-smoking shit too. So it's like a big mirage.
Yeah, I don't see it happening though, because it's.
I'm talking about tobacco.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't see it happening. I think it's gonna start in the states, and the states is gonna control their shit because the states want their money at the end of the day before the feds can put their tax on it. So I think this, before the big corps come in there, John, I think the states gonna have what they want to do down pat.
Hey Corey, did you see your man Trump pardon Lil Wayne?
Yeah, I saw Trump. He pardoned Lil Weezy and Kodak Black.
He sure
and
did.
Kwame Kilpatrick.
Who that?
Is that the Death Row
mayor? The Detroit mayor.
Oh, the mayor. Yeah, and I didn't pardon the Death Row Bama? Yeah.
But I thought he was going to do his Jones.
How y'all feel about them joints? I don't really, you know what I'm saying? You can't really speak on no pardon.
I feel like it was like I feel like on his way out, he was just trying to do that for the people.
That's what I think he was trying to do that for the black folks because I think he's going to try and run again.
He said for the black.
Really? Honestly,
he just wanted to be like
him thinking he's looking out for black people. Let me go ahead and pardon Lil Wayne and Kodak Black. It's like, come on, Doc. Why else would he pardon them motherfuckers? Why else?
I didn't understand the Kodak.
It's not. It just make him. I think it's like a just to make himself look good. It's like a resume move. You know what I'm saying? That's all that was. I don't think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is a resume.
I pardoned Lil Wayne.
Exactly.
I was the one that did that.
Yeah, I think that's all that was.
I did that
just to say
you're welcome.
But I'm like, man, if you going down the line though of like releasing niggas that like rappers and shit, why he ain't get Bobby Smurder out of there? Why he leave Bobby Smurder in?
Exactly.
He don't know that nigga.
Somebody exactly. He don't know somebody.
Hey, but that goes back to what we was just saying. That goes back. He met Lil Wayne. We was just saying. How you gonna pardon these niggas? How you gonna pardon these niggas? But yeah, you don't. But like we was just saying, how you gonna pardon these niggas? But at the same time, these motherfuckers are sitting in jail for a goddamn dime bag.
Exactly.
It's good look. What are we doing?
You don't know them niggas.
Mm-hmm. I was mad he didn't get my guy though.
I think it's to be honest with you, I think it's just really as simple as that.
He probably said that too. Like I don't know.
Because there's real people. There's real people out here that's in jail for like real shit, like innocent people who like you could probably help get them out, but you want to get out celebrities, like
Oh yeah, they was paying. They said they was paying for them joints. They said it was paying for them partners. They said it was all them Bammers that got partners was paying for them joints. So you had to have money to get these partners this year, baby. You had to have a little money to get partner on this joint. I was mad they didn't get my man Joe Exotic though.
I forgot about him.
My man had limo pulled up and everything. That my man knew he was getting out. Yeah,
his limo pulled up.
Yeah, he had a limo, dog. He literally had a like a Ram truck limo, dog.
Y'all
like
lying.
Pull up. I swear to God, he had a
Y'all I would love to see that shit.
I'm gonna look it up.
I swear to
that
God,
motherfucker always come with some exclusive shit.
I swear to God. He had a pickup truck limo. You ain't never seen one of those.
Like if Trump was really trying to get like the side of the people, you right. Why you ain't pardoning Joe Exotic? Exactly. Why you ain't get that motherfucker out? Like he was the hottest. I'm talking about like 2 months dead straight, like straight in the summer.
Mm-hmm.
That's all.
That was my. I was like, Dad. You didn't see that? You see that joint, Randall? My man had a slam pickup truck limo. You ain't never seen one of them joints in your life, dog. Never. Cold. That joint was cold.
Trifling shit, man.
I knew my man was going home. I knew he was going home. Yeah. This nigga had the limo outside of the prison waiting. Where did he get the money for that shit? I want to know. Where did he get the money for that shit?
GoFundMe.
Waiting, dog.
GoFundMe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
His residuals from his Netflix show.
This nigga hired somebody to kill somebody, and he just knew he was getting out.
There you go.
There it is.
Stretch. You look at the rack in the back. Oh, he got the fucking.
And they got the
Hunter's rack at the back.
Look at the sign.
You see the limo? You see
got the Lamborghini door too. They got the Lamborghini door.
No, he didn't do the Lambo doors. Y'all violent.
All that he need a nigga in the truck.
He's definitely putting the pool back there.
The homie. Like that is not a professional. That is the homie right there. In front of
Right.
And I think B said it too. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can peep that, Joe. Can y'all peep the Pardon Joe Exotic sign in the back behind that?
Yep.
Come on, son.
And it looked like some velvet too. That's
right. Velvet Tiger, right.
Joe Biden got to get my dog. Joe Biden got to get him.
What's that?
Joe Biden got to get him.
What's that in the back of the truck?
I told you, I don't know what he gonna have.
They about to put
They got a tiger in the limo with him.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
I told you, y'all ain't never seen one of them.
What would you think if this joint was just passing you on the highway? If you randomly seen this joint passing you on the highway, like what would you think?
Like, who the fuck is in that joint? With the tiger in the back.
One nigga and 6 tigers.
That nigga got a whole tiger in that shit.
Goddamn Joe Exotic.
Yo, I know. I'm surprised Trump ain't look out for your man. I'm surprised.
Because what he said, my man said he's broke as shit.
Joe?
Yeah, that was his. Yeah, that was his. You didn't see his presidential election.
He probably do.
Y'all watched the joke. That was his. That was his little video. I am broke as shit. I've done drugs. I'm gay.
Go stretch limp with a lamb. I never real time. That's the only nigga with that.
Stretch Safari jump? Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't wait till we talk about that tenant shit. That shit gonna be crazy.
Yep.
That shit gonna be wild.
Oh no. Joe Exotic ain't got bread?
Shit.
What you mean?
He probably got crazy lawyer fees.
I thought he would have cashed out from the show. He didn't cash out from the show?
Yeah, he cashed out. He bought that limo, nigga.
This nigga ain't cash out from the show for real.
Not a job doing storage.
How's your cash?
All cash. Cash money, baby.
All right.
Shit.
That's one of the best movies. Chris,
My man,
he like my favorite.
If he bought that joint,
like,
I know he already paid for a feature with Drake up front or some shit. I know he was about to drop an album. He knew he was getting that, dog. He gonna pay for a feature up front. Up front, dog. I'll be out next Tuesday, dog.
Like fuck it, 100 racks.
Hey, but he could probably like come out with like
that nigga's definitely got an interlude coming. I'll stamp that shit.
Not if he do come out, he can get like a reality show, and that shit's gonna be like the #1 show.
A comeback album.
I'm watching that joint.
I'm watching that joint ASAP.
That's one thing I feel about that show. That show was weird, but it was like so engaging. It was like some shit I've never seen before.
What else is this country ass nigga gonna do? What?
Yeah, man.
This nigga
like shit, and his boyfriend, like his boyfriend, like
his boyfriend.
That shit's like a lot. That's a lot to take in.
Wow, man.
They were saying that the Tigers actually have a huge way of like captivating people. It's crazy. Like he would use the Tigers as a way to like lure people in because it's like cool to like you think to have a tiger. It's like that would be cool to have a pet
like
tiger.
Like
yeah, exactly. It's like here you go, and then it's like it just captivates you. Next thing you know, you
like a lamp
cleaning up shit in the fucking tiger cage. It was crazy.
Shit. That tiger took that one girl arm the fuck off and shit.
And she stayed there.
And she stayed.
Yeah.
She stayed
still
like
working
a G.
For 7-15 hours.
That would have been my last day.
Yep, exactly. I would sue that motherfucker.
I'm staying
last
home.
day.
I'm staying home collecting from the government.
You gonna collect from Joe?
I ain't got no arm. I need to collect.
Oh my god.
Real life is over.
All right, fellas. Joe Exotic ain't got no show right now, but we definitely got a show, and we here every Wednesday live, big baby. We here every Wednesday live, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Fuck with us is the Fight Room Podcast. Fuck with our merch. The link is in the bottom. We got overtime coming soon separately. I know we ain't doing it a long time, overtime, but yes, it's coming soon. Send us y'all topic ideas, anything I want to touch back on. We're looking for guest spots, looking up. So if you feel strongly about a topic that you want to battle us on, please feel free to email us or hit us on IG at the Flight Room TV. So yeah, keep us posted. It's all love. Stay tuned. Thank you.
Deuces.